Hello and welcome to part 2 of this HTML reporting video. In this video, we will check out following: how to include tag data in nice tabular format, how to include screenshot image of HMI window, how to include screenshot image of desktop window. We will also see a simple one-page report using some CSS and JavaScript. So let us get started. We are going to use this simple Infilink project for this demonstration. It has 5 tags, from T1 to T5, and their values are generated using continuously running script. Tag values of 3 tags, namely T2, T3 and T5, are being plotted on the trend graph. LED bar graph on the right is displaying values of tags T3 and T5. Horizontal bar graph at the bottom is displaying the values of tags T1, T2, and T4. Now let us switch to design mode of Infilink and set up HTML report. We are back in design mode of Infilink. I am going to use this Notepad++ program as my HTML template file editor. This is a freely available open source text editor and is very good for editing HTML documents. You can see a very basic HTML file. We have created a table using following HTML tags: table, tr, th, and td. Let us now display this simple table in the browser and see how it looks. Okay, it looks like a table, but we have to display tag values from Infilink into this table. So let us modify this HTML file to display tag values from Infilink. We are going to replace these hard-coded tag values with a special sequence of commands that will be read and interpreted by Infilink. We have seen this syntax in part 1 of HTML reports video. I am going to save this HTML report template file and then set up actual report. Our report is all set to go. Let us save this project and run it. Now let us trigger the report and check out the generated report into default browser. Our report now contains actual tag values from Infilink. But this report looks very basic. Let us add some CSS code to HTML template file to make it presentable and good looking. I have added this CSS code into HTML template file. You can pause the video and examine the CSS code. I will save this template file and run the report again. Our tag value table now looks much more presentable. Let us now move ahead and see how screenshots of HMI window or desktop windows can be inserted into your report. I am going to use this template file to include HMI window screenshot into report. Notice that I am using HTML tag img for this purpose. I am replacing actual file name of image file with some special code that will instruct Infilink to generate the image of HMI window and embed that into report. Let me run the project and generate the report. Notice that Infilink has generated a report HTML file and a picture file that is screenshot of the HMI window. Let me open up the report now. The generated report now contains the image of HMI window that we asked for. This is the full image of the HMI window. Let us move ahead and see how some portion of HMI window or only image of a particular graphics object can be embedded into report. I will be embedding this rectangular portion of the HMI window into report. I will also include the images of 3 graphics objects: trend object, LED bar object, and horizontal bar graph object. I will be using this HTML template file for this purpose. Notice that at line 5, rect equals statement is used to include image of rectangular portion of the HMI window. At lines 6, 7, and 8, obj name statement is used to include images of those 3 objects. You can pause the video and examine this syntax and statements. I will now run the project and generate the report. You might be noticing that I am using a button press event for toggling the tag which triggers the report. But this action of toggling the report trigger tag can also be carried out on many different events, such as when an alarm goes active or at a particular time of the day and so on. That way, report generation capability of Infilink becomes very versatile. Notice that Infilink has generated 1 report file along with 4 image files. Let me now open the report file in my default browser. You will now see that the generated report now includes images of a rectangular portion of the HMI window, and 3 more images of the graphics object. For the simplicity, I have just used HR tag to separate out these images. But you can use HTML div tags to properly arrange the images into your report. Now let us move ahead and see how screenshot of entire or partial desktop window can be inserted into HTML report. For inserting screenshots of desktop window into report, I will be using this HTML template file. Notice that statement at line 5 will capture image of full desktop, while statement at line 6 will capture only certain rectangular portion of the desktop. Let me run this project and generate the report. Notice that Infilink has generated one HTML report file and two image files. Let me open the report into default browser. We can see that at the top, screen capture image of full desktop is embedded. Below that we can see the partial rectangular screen capture. You can use this capability of Infilink to capture any other application windows running alongside Infilink and put those images into reports. We have covered 3 topics so far. Let us now see a simple one-page report wherein we will combine all of these capabilities and generate a near real-world report. We will use the same Infilink project, but with different and more complex HTML template file. Let me trigger the report and show that report first. You can see that Infilink has created one HTML report file and 2 image files, which are used in that report. Let me open this report into browser and show it. You can see that this report looks much more real-world report. We have company logo at the top left. In top right, there is information like report name, time and date of report generation, logged in user at the time of report generation, and so on. Tag values at the time of report generation are included in a nice tabular format. Images of a trend object and bar graph object are also embedded at required places. Now let me show you the HTML template file which is used to create this report. As you can see, this is much more complex and involved HTML template file. Explaining all this HTML and CSS code is not the scope of this video. But there is plenty of information available on internet about generating such HTML pages. We can send you this Infilink project along with this HTML template file if you want. Please request it by writing in comment section below, along with your email address, and our support team will send it to you. Now let me trigger the report one more time and see it again. You can exploit the power of HTML and CSS like this and generate the reports the way you want them. But there is more to it. You can also embed JavaScript code, assign tag values to JavaScript variables, and use power of JavaScript to further process the tag values in reports. The possibilities are many and diverse. Let us see with a simple tag table display how JavaScript can be used in report template file. We will modify the same report. You will notice here that you can use more than one HTML template file with a report. Maximum 3 templates can be assigned to a report. At runtime, you can select which template to use for generating the report by setting a value to a tag. You will assign a numeric memory tag for this purpose and set its value as 1, 2, or 3 to indicate to Infilink which template to use for report generation. Let me make sure that there are no previous report files. Generating a report using first HTML template file. Infilink has generated a report with 1 HTML file and 2 image files. Now let us select second HTML template file and generate second report with it. Infilink has generated a report using second HTML template file. Let me open that second report file and show it to you. This is tag value table showing total of all values in the last row. The total is calculated using JavaScript. Let me show that HTML template file with JavaScript code in it. You can see that Infilink tag values are assigned to JavaScript variables. Then total is calculated and displayed into last row by adding up all those variables. You can pause the video and check out the HTML, JavaScript code for generating this tag table. We have covered a lot of information in this video. There are a few more settings regarding report, and let me briefly explain them to you by going back to design mode. You will notice that output file name for the report can be specified in 2 different ways. Infilink can automatically generate the output HTML file name based on datetime information and using a file name prefix, which you will need to specify. Alternatively, you can construct the file name in a memory string tag. You should specify that tag name here. Infilink will use the value of this string tag as file name. You need not add HTML as file name extension, Infilink will add that for you. The path for output HTML report files also can be specified in 2 different ways. It can be set as default, which will be reports subdirectory of your Infilink project directory. Alternatively, you can specify user-defined file path for output HTML files. Please ensure that complete path along with drive name specification is provided. You can also set up the report to send out emails, but we will cover that in our next video. We will also check out how to use very fancy pie charts, bar graphs, donut charts in your reports using third-party libraries in the next video. So thanks for watching this video and bye for now.